The Walmart supervisor who fatally shot 6 coworkers at a store in Virginia bought the gun just hours before the killings and left a note on his phone accusing colleagues of mocking him, authorities said Friday. Sorry everyone, but I did not plan this. I promise things just fell in place like I was led by the Satan. Andre Bing wrote on a note that was left on his phone, the Chesapeake Police Department said Friday. Police said the 9mm handgun used in the Tuesday night shooting was legally purchased that morning and that Bing had no criminal record. They released a copy of the note found on his phone that appeared to redact the names of specific people he mentioned. It was not clear when the note was written, but in it Bing claimed he was harassed and said he was pushed to the brink by a perception his phone was hacked. He wrote, My only wish would have been to start over from scratch and that my parents would have paid closer attention to my social deficits. Bing died at the scene of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Co-workers of Bing who survived the shooting said he was difficult and known for being hostile with employees. One survivor said Bing seemed to target people and fired at some victims after they were already hit. Jessica Wilksuski said workers were gathered in a store break room to begin their overnight shift late Tuesday when Bing, a team leader, entered and opened fire. While another witness has described Bing as shooting wildly, Wilksuski said she observed him target certain people. The way he was acting, he was going hunting, Wilksuski told the Associated Press on Thursday. The way he was looking at Oko's faces and the way he did what he did, he was picking people out. Wilksuski said she had only worked at the store for 5 days and being a new employee may have been the reason she was spared. She said she was hiding under a table after the shooting started and that at one point, Bing told her to get out from under the table. But when he saw who she was, he told her, Jesse, go home. Former co-workers and residents of Chesapeake, a city of about 250,000 people near Virginia's coast, have been struggling to make sense of the rampage. Bing's death note rambles at times through 11 paragraphs, with references to non-traditional cancer treatments and songwriter. He says people unfairly compared him to serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, and wrote, I would have never killed anyone who entered my home. And he wished for a wife but wrote he didn't deserve one. Some who worked with Bing, 31, said he had a reputation for being an aggressive, if not hostile, supervisor who once admitted to having anger issues. But he also could make people laugh and seemed to be dealing with the typical stresses at work that many people endure. I don't think he had many people to fall back on in his personal life, said Nathan Sinclair, who worked at the Walmart for nearly a year before leaving earlier this month. During chats among co-workers, we would be like I work is consuming my life and, Bing, would be like, I don't have a social life anyway, Sinclair recalled Thursday. Sinclair said he and Bing did not get along. Bing was known for being verbally hostile to employees and was not particularly well liked. But Sinclair also said there were times when Bing was made fun of. Police have identified the victims as Brian Pendleton, 38, Kelly Pyle, 52, Lorenzo Gamble, 43, Randy Blevins, 70, and Fernando Chavez Barron, 16, who were all from Chesapeake, and Tinica Johnson, 22, of nearby Portsmouth. Chavez Barron's name was released Friday. It had been withheld previously because of his age. 2 others who were shot remained hospitalized, police said Friday. One is still in critical condition, and the other is in fair to improving condition. 6 people were wounded in the shooting, which happened just after 10 p.m. as shoppers were stocking up ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. Police said they believe about 50 people were in the store at the time. Bing was identified as an overnight team leader who had been a Walmart employee since 2010. Police said he had 1 handgun and several magazines of ammunition. Walmart employee Brianna Tyler said the overnight stocking team of 15 to 20 people had just gathered in the break room to go over the morning plan. Another team leader had begun speaking when Bing entered the room and opened fire, Tyler and Wiksowski said. The attack was the second major shooting in Virginia this month. 3 University of Virginia football players were fatally shot on a bus November 13 as they returned from a field trip. 2 other students were wounded. The Walmart shooting also comes days after a person opened fire at a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs, Colorado, Oko, killing 5 and wounding 17. Tuesday night Oko's shooting brought back memories of another attack at a Walmart in 2019, when a gunman killed 23 at a store in El Paso, Texas. Also on Friday, a person suffered injuries not considered life-threatening after being shot at a Walmart in Lumberton, North Carolina, police said. Investigators described it as an isolated altercation between 2 people who knew each other. Okokoko Barricade reported from Falls Church, Virginia. Associated Press writers Denise Lavoie in Chesapeake and Michael Kunzelman in Silver Spring, Maryland, and news researchers Rhonda Schaffner and Randy Hershaft in New York contributed to this report.